New home sales showing some life in Feb, up 2% after sinking 10% in January. Supply also climbed to the highest level since 2007. That's interesting. And prices fell 1.5% from the previous year. My next guest says staying put and remodeling seems to be making a comeback here. Joining us to discuss is Brown Harris CEO Bess Friedman. Bess, it's good. I love the blouse. Good to see you. Welcome.
Thanks so much. So good to see you, Kelly. How are you?
Listen, I keep hearing this refrain as well. A lot of people feel kind of frozen, stuck in place, like they can never leave their mortgage and so forth. So how is this shaking out so far for the spring selling season?
Yeah, I think that lock-in effect that we know about has had a huge impact, and people listing their homes and then buyers not having enough inventory. So that's created a sort of gridlock, which is not ideal.
Yeah, no, I
And
get it.
so it's going to take a little bit of time.
Yeah, especially if you're a realtor where your business is kind of in the turnover. So, we can all sit around and say, hey, Home Depot, positive comps for the first time in 2 years, and people are spending on appliances and all that, but doesn't help you guys.
Doesn't help us at all. I mean, I think the new administration's potential tariffs have also created a little bit of stress in the marketplace.
Well,
it creates uncertainty.
A little surprised.
Which is not good.
Is that because you're in New York where people tend to be much more geared towards kind of the ins and outs of policy, higher income, maybe more exposed to the stock market, that sort of thing?
No, I think uncertainty is not good for any market. And I think you're seeing that because we're seeing a slowdown in the economy. And that's having its impact.
Where does it go from here?
So, I think that the market is going to keep chugging along. I mean, I believe in the housing market because, it's a commitment to your future. And housing as an asset class is the one place where you can actually get shelter. You can't get shelter from your stock portfolio or if you're collecting art. So I think for people who want to commit to their futures, buying a home is a great place to do that. And so I think the housing market will continue, whether it's a bull market or a bear market. And, we had a really good January, as you said, but last year was not a good year. And so I think that this year will be better, maybe, but it's going to be, as Warren Buffett says, lumpy and bumpy. I don't think it's going to be smooth sailing. And, I think people are committed to the process of buying a home. We just need to have more inventory. Prices need to come down. Rates, we'll have to see what happens with them. The Fed, I think, is going to cut maybe 3 times this year, which could have an impact on mortgage rates. But the home buying process is crucial. And people are committed to it. It is still the American dream. And I believe so strongly in it. And not because it's my book, because I've seen it proven for people. It's a commitment to their future.
Yeah. I'm curious about the price point that you referenced. I mean, down 1.5% year on year. You could say maybe it's statistical noise, but do you think prices are going to dip a little bit further here in order to get activity going?
Kelly, we need that so bad. I mean, we need to get prices down. That's been the challenge, is that there's been no intersection of supply and demand because prices have stayed high. People aren't willing to sell their homes because they've locked in this really low rate. Mortgages are high. And so we're sort of, it's like people are separated. We need to get people back on the dance floor and doing business. So I think as we get prices to come down, then we can get people out into the market buying and selling. And so we need some movement.
All right. Bess, thanks so much for joining us today. It's good to see you. We'll check back in soon.
You too, Kelly.
Bess
Thanks
Friedman,
so much.
Brown Harris Stevens.